Hello, 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 and welcome back to Be True to Self. Thank you so much for checking in with me today and seeing what topics I would like to discuss with you today. And I tell you, there's so many interesting stories in the news right now, and of course, COVID is taking precedent over everything. But there is so much going on in the world. But what I did want to speak briefly on was the interview with HBO, the HBO did with the President Trump, in that the reporter just asked Donald Trump how did he think, you know, we were handling the COVID-19 pandemic, and the president just said that it was under control. He thought that we was doing the best out of the whole world. We're doing the best out of the whole world. And the reporter was perplexed because that's not consistent to, the numbers in the reports. As a matter of fact, the United States is tested fourth highest in the world. Okay? Chile, the UK, and Peru are the only countries that are testing higher than the United States. But the United States has the fourth highest deaths due to COVID-19. We have 156,131 deaths to date. And when asked the president, how could he say that we were doing great, better than everybody else in the world, with 1,000 people dying a day, his response was, oh, well, it is what it is. I had to throw my head to the side like my little niece did when she heard something that is just ridiculous. She is like, she has so much attitude. She's only 4. She's like, what? Did you say it is what it is with 1,000 people dying a day? It is what it is. Well, it's a pandemic. We're doing as best as can be expected. It is what it is. No compassion, no empathy, no apology, no comfort, no, just a matter of fact as if he was just playing Monopoly. It's nothing. Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great. Then he pulled out his charts to substantiate that we're doing better than all the other countries in the world, which was some bogus report that I shouldn't say bogus, but was a report that tallied up according to the population percentages wise, you know. But still, we have 156,131 deaths to date. And it is what it is. We have it under control. Really? Really? Okay. All right. Moving on. Let's go on to the next topic. But guys, seriously, we all need to be out here in groves in massive numbers. Everybody needs to be voting because we deserve better. We can have better. And this is not the representation that we need and the leadership that we deserve and need for the United States of America. We need far better than what we have, and we're going to have it, and we're going to come out in great numbers. I know all of my Be True to Self followers, family, and friends will be out voting. I am personally going to make sure I pick up as many people as humanly possible to make it happen. It's important, guys. Please, please, please vote in the elections in November. Moving on to the next topic. Schools are opening very soon, and actually some of the schools have already opened in the United States. Mississippi in particular, I like to talk about. They have opened schools already, and they are having live instruction, and already they are having issues with COVID. Several students have tested positive, and now they are rethinking whether or not it was the best choice to actually send the kids back so soon without a vaccine in place. Because it's a lot. It's a lot to have to instruct the class, keep kids in order, and on top of that, make sure they're staying 6 feet away from each other and be masked, that's a lot. That is an awful lot to ask of our instructors. And oftentimes these classes are 25 if you're lucky, 30, 40 students to one teacher. It is putting an extreme amount of stress on and anxiety on an already overwhelmed, underpaid community that of our teachers. And I just want to give a shout out to our teachers. Thank you for the great work that you do. I understand your concern, as is every parent in America, exposing you as well as our children to this pandemic. I think all schools should be online at this point until we have a vaccination at least. I'm grateful to God that the county in which we live in has instructed our first 2 semesters to be online. My kid is starting high school for the first time, and she's elated. She wants to go so bad, but she wants to live more. It's so much more important for her to be able to live and talk about her high school years than to die in 9th grade. How about that? Anyway, speaking of death in school, unfortunately, we lost an instructor in Georgia to the COVID, also exposed in school. Our hearts go out to her and her family, and our hearts go out to anyone who has lost, excuse me, a loved one due to this pandemic. And so other schools across the nation are rethinking. I think Arizona is scheduled to reopen schools as well, and they are planning on doing a live instruction. I think they're in the days to come are going to rethink that. At least I hope they will. I think they should mandate across the nation that online instruction be the curriculum for the first 2 semesters, at least until we can get a vaccination, because we cannot use our kids. We absolutely cannot use our kids as guinea pigs. We can't take that risk. That risk is entirely too high to send our kids to school with this pandemic taking lives at 1,000 people a day. That's too much. Keep them home. I know they're missing out socially, but they can make up for it later. We certainly can. They'll be fine. Today is August 4th, and I just wanted to do a quick happy birthday to Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett is one of the world's greatest crooners, and I know you young generation of people probably don't even know who Tony Bennett is. Google him. That's all I'm going to say. But happy birthday, Mr. Tony Bennett. Thank you for decades of beautiful music, love songs, and entertainment that will go down in history. Happy birthday to you, and may you have many, many more. Okay, guys, that's all I have today. A really quick and short clip for you today. Just wanted to come in and say hi, discuss a few topics with you. Hope you're having a great day. I hope you took some time out for you. I went out and got my nails done, getting ready for a good weekend. I'm going boating with some friends, actually with my boyfriend. We've chartered a yacht so that we can just hang out on the water for the weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you are making plans to do wonderful things to relax, relate, and release. And remember, we know that we're living in a terrible time, but we still get to enjoy life. Take time for yourself. Pour into yourself. It's very important that you not be all work and no fun. Find you some fun, no matter what. If it's walking the dog, going to the produce market, sitting on the porch with your kids, or just steal a moment, guys, because life is entirely too short, and we are worthy of celebrating our life and what we have done thus far. So guys, be safe, Come back to see me soon. And remember, be true to self and be kind to others. Smooches.